Okay. So basically, what happens is we're sitting there, and you are going to hear two howls. Now, I am not an expert at analyzing animal audio or human audio to set them up in waveform and plot them out on a graph. Now, these are borderline to me, possibly canine, but they are interesting enough for me to check them out with an expert later on. And we plan on doing that. I'm not really concerned about that. The very interesting thing is you will hear the three howls, and at the end of the third howl, there is going to be a oof, oof. And that is coming from what we believe to be a Sasquatch is right to the right of us in that wood line. I'm going to play the first audio. Did you hear that? The oof, oof, oof. By itself. Now that is extremely close. We didn't even hear it ourselves. We only heard the howls. So it's just a matter of luck that we had the GoPro up there. Now, I don't know how much longer, maybe an hour later, we're sitting around talking, and I hear a thud behind me. It did not pick up on the recorder. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it was in the other direction behind me. But right after that, you will hear a rock hitting my vehicle. That's why I showed the position of my vehicle. Not only does it sound exactly like a rock, there is no way in the world anything fell out of a tree and hit that. Either a human threw it or a Sasquatch did. Right after that, we talk about it, and I'm warning you. I think I use about every cuss word in the book because I'm so surprised that this is going on. But after we talk about it a little bit, there's another huff behind us. We're talking about that, and we're pretty much all shocked. We can't believe this is going on. I'm extremely excited. Happy turns on his flashlight. And right when he turns it on, me and Scott say, no, 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 turn it off. And right when he turns it on, right after that, you are going to hear another vocalization. Something is responding to that flashlight.
That same thought. Did you hear that? Yeah. The tree. That was something up his run. That was close behind it. That wasn't far off there. I heard that.
Play that part again. That's the first huff.
heard that thing they were doing. People didn't do everything he was done. That's why. I'm sorry. Go. You do it, bro. Go keep fucking.
All right, play from the beginning.
You do that? You do that? Right behind me, that same stuff. Did you hear that shit? Yeah. And you can throw something sitting in the fucking tree. Yeah, no, the tree. Let me tell you before they and do something to get attention to what they do. You keep doing things because you can react. You can entertain. That was something up his run. That was close behind us. Yeah, that wasn't far off behind you. I heard that thing they were doing. People didn't do everything he was done. That's why. I'm sorry. Go. You do it, bro. Go keep fucking.
All right, now I isolated the part where right when Happy turns on his flashlight and we say, don't shine, you hear, rock, rock.
I'm sorry. Go. You do it, bro. I'm sorry. Go. You do it, bro. I'm sorry. Go. You do it, bro. I'm sorry. Go. You do it, bro.
All right, so those are the audios. So I believe that around the time of those first howls, obviously there's one very close to us. And I believe it's probably in front of my vehicle and off to the right in the wood line. None of us heard it the first time. We only heard it after it threw the rock at my vehicle and then was making the grunt noises after that. And that was to have Happy go to turn his flashlight off or on and to have it respond like that. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I think Happy was really, really happy with the experience. You know, that's what all this is about. I basically went public with everything that I knew and everything I was experienced because of Captain Joe. We both kind of played off of each other. I thought it was absolutely ridiculous that an actual honest to God war hero, which Captain Joe is, he lost his leg saving 3 civilians after an IED attack. That after what he's seen and what he's experienced at his hunting property, it still took him 2 years to actually start talking about it to people. Happy Harris is as good as they come. He had an extremely traumatic event. These things scared him so bad he passed out, and then he woke up again several hundred yards down that gas line, sitting up in his trunk or his truck, the front seat of his truck with his door open. I was slow walked into this. I had to react to weird things that were going on around my own property and having to do research online and figure out what it was. And eventually it was almost 2 years before I had my first sighting. I was lucky. Other people are not. Hopefully the main thing that all this shows and what we're trying to do is that you can take these sighting reports, these incidents that happen, and take that information and go out to the area and look for evidence. And it's obvious that these things have at least been there for 20, 25 years at that area where Happy had his experience at. We were right near where this incident happened with him, and we weren't out there 5 minutes. We found the tracks. There's two other things that happened that we didn't have video of it, so I didn't include it, but I'll talk about it a little bit. Joey Bruce, lone wolf from Florida, he came up and went out there with us. He had something happen down by the creek. He heard some whistles. Again, we didn't have video, so I didn't include it. Me and Scott DeForest, on that first day when we were walking in, we could have sworn 2 different times that things hit the ground around us while we were following that trail where he thinks one of them was passing through. Now, I didn't get it on video, so I didn't include that, but it did happen. So I thought I would, just throw that in there. But now the next part of the documentary is going to Captain Joe's. Everybody left on the 3rd day. Me and Captain Joe were the last ones left. He had told me about all the strange things that had happened out there. We didn't have very much time, so we spent most of the time at Happy's. So on our way out, he took me out there, and he'll go over the whole thing again. We were going out there. He was going to show me one dead dog and then show me where he had cameras and a feeder tore up, and you will see what we found. So hope you enjoy it. Thank you.